We interrupt your regularly scheduled program for this special report.
Oh, you didn't know? Your ass better call somebody! Awesome! You people bought a ticket to see me, so shut up!
Sometimes I get so mad, there's no control.
Ladies and gentlemen, just in case you live under a rock,
I might grab it bad, I don't know. My rap, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me fucked up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll play it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit, I go crazy when I'm mad.
Be the villain! And I have no problem at all, because I couldn't care less if you like me or not. I'm here for success, and there's no one more successful than Grayson Waller.
Yeah! Let me talk to you! War game.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Sports Jedi Network Heel of the Ring Watch Along. It is Tuesday night, and it's NXT. Yes, indeed. NXT from the Performance Center in my beautiful city, beautiful of Orlando, Florida. I'm one of the hosts, BX Sports Jedi Kev. With me, this other host, Chef Dan. Good evening, Chef Dan. Are we ready for some NXT tonight?
Absolutely. Salute. Still a little bit under the weather, but nonetheless, make enough time for NXT, make enough time for wrestling. Sit back and enjoy it.
Yeah, man. The NXT, we got some men and women Iron Survivor challenges as we getting closer to deadline. Their last premium live event of the year. And we got a lot of stuff there. We also saw the interview with Ricky Starks making the rounds on the podcast, speaking that they added a 1-year option to his contract. He was looking forward to becoming a free agent in the summer of 2024. Now he has to wait for the late spring, early summer of 2025 because the year was added as an option by the All Elite Wrestling. So Ricky Starks it looks like he wants to test free agency.
I don't know what to say, man. I don't want to talk about that promotion.
Oh, absolutely not. But of course, we're going to stick to NXT. But that was part of the big rounds that were big news tonight or this afternoon throughout the whole wrestling world. I just wanted to bring that up to the light of day there. And also, Penta Cero Miedo, his contract is about to expire. He is also WWE bound. Once that's expired, many say he might make a stop at TNA, but I doubt that. I think he's going right to the WWE. That's a Royal Rumble entry possibly there for Penta Cero Miedo until Rey Fenix becomes a free agent and joins the WWE. We'll find out on that there. But we got a couple days here before we get the WWE War Games going on. We got Friday Night SmackDown, where we're going to have the sit-down between Punk and Roman Reigns. That's going to be interesting because I kind of want to see if they're going to touch the base about the cell phone, Paul Heyman's cell phone. If Paul Heyman is going to be part of that sit down with Punk and Roman Reigns, is he going to broker it? He's going to be in between. And I got to find out, how did Heyman, if his phone is disconnected, you probably watch it on SmackDown. He made the call. Is Roman going to accept Paul Heyman making the call, adding another person? Maybe Roman might have broker a deal with Seth Rollins and called him up and mend fences, and then Paul Heyman kind of stepped on it or leapfrog ahead of him to bring Punk. I mean, all those questions could be asked on this sit down on Friday Night SmackDown. So many avenues.
I I mean, to a certain degree, I don't think that's the angle they're going to take it. I think more so the angle they're going to take it is when Punk came back, he definitely did call out Roman Reigns a couple of times, and Roman didn't respond. But the same gripe that Roman has with Cody Rhodes being a guy that was outside of the company trying taking it down, he could potentially say the same thing for CM Punk. So that could be his gripe right there, and that could be something he talked about. I don't know necessarily if he ever mended fences with Seth Rollins with the way he looked at the mere mention. He looked at, I think it might have been Sammy or Jay at the mere mention of Seth's name. The way he cut them a look. I don't think him and Seth have mended fences at all.
No, I'm not mended fences, but give him a call and said, look, what our differences were, you never know. I'm just throwing it out there. That's a possibility. I'm not saying they're going that route. I'm saying, is there questions? Could you see that? So you say no, and okay, we'll move on to see what happens there with Punk and Heyman. Is Heyman trustworthy? Heyman always hits his wagon on the next big thing, up and coming. He left Punk for Brock for Roman. Will he? There's a lot of talk about the way he was dressed with the red shirt, similar to Solo Sikoa. They looked at like Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger and twins. Looking almost the same with the dressing. Is there something there? What happens? There's a lot of loose ends or question marks that we have us talking about, and kind of fantasy booking or wondering if what's the route or whatever the case is, as well as the Sami Zayn cell phone. It could be just something simple that I don't want my cell phone to break. Plain and simple. I just don't need it to break in a brouhaha. I'm just gonna dump it here, and I'll come back after the brouhaha and pick up my phone. I mean, all of that. Attention to details could be just so many avenues that WWE has us thinking. Maybe we're overthinking as fan base because they're so giving us so many Easter eggs with the Wyatt Six and so forth. We're looking for a lot of Easter egg when there really isn't. Christopher Dan, salute, Christopher. And of course, we got a couple minutes, 10 minutes here. We, of course, here's the wonderful news from Adam Pearce. The Intercontinental Women's Championship is ready to go. That's going to be part of the WWE. Now, there's a lot of people. I don't know. I don't understand. But I guess the contrarians out on the X platform don't like the WWE saying they have too many titles. I'm gonna push back on that because we've spoken about why the mid-card titles are important in both Raw and SmackDown. Because now it gives we sounded like broken records, and I don't want to sound like that every stream I come on, but it gives purpose, storyline to the ladies that are not on the main event picture right now. Because you guys, as wrestling fans that sit in the arenas, don't cheer or don't give the proper respect to those ladies when they come out to wrestle if it's not for a world title. If it's not Bianca, Jade, Bailey, if it's not the top heavy ladies, you guys don't give a flying cahoots for them. And then you go to on X to say, oh, look, crickets. No one cared. Why? Because there's no storyline there. Because we know that an Indy Hartwell wasn't going to wrestle for a world title on the main roster right now. But if you incorporate a mid-card title that she could possibly be in a division, or me and Yim, or now becomes intriguing. Now they become I must watch these matches because there's a storyline, there's a title, there's a division for them. It's the same thing in it, and again, everybody wants a little realism with real sports. Well, let's take it to the parent company or one of the sister companies of WWE, the UFC. There's different title reigns. There's featherweight, there's strawweights, there's midweight, there's welterweight. There's so many different weights. I'm not saying the WWE is going to implement weights either, weight class neither, but they have titles, and you know what? Fighters fight for different titles, and sometimes the same fighter fights for two titles. In the case of Amanda Nunes, am I correct? Amanda Nunes has fought in two different and held titles for two different division classes.
Yeah,
so it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Like, they got 8 titles. It's 7. You don't count the first of all, you don't count the tag team titles as 2. It's 1 title. It's for a pair. It's one group. Become your tag team champions. You need that. You need your mid card title in 2-3 hour shows. You need those 2 mid card. You have you have your female world heavyweight champion. The same thing with the men. I don't think they want to make an anthill. They want to make a mountain out of an anthill. There's no reason there's not too many titles, especially with the roster, the women coming up, and the plethora of talented women that's coming from NXT. Again, if you want to just be a contrarian, go at it. Have fun. You got 250 tweets to be a contrarian. Have at it.
Like, this is the thing. I've always said this. The titles are always just vehicles for storyline. So without the mid-card title, what's the storyline for the women? And if the storyline always involves them fighting for the women's top title within that set brand, you don't really give them an like, there's only so many people that can be like fighting before the picture just gets too muddy. Like, nah.
Especially if the female is having a dominant run. I know how many people have given unwarranted heat to poor Charlotte Flair. Greatest wrestler of all time. Now everybody's craving for her to return. Because out of sight, out of mind, found absence meets the heart found this. And now they want her back. But the minute she returns and she wins the world title, oh, there we go. Law jamming the title. Now there's a mid-card title. Now Charlotte could go for the world title if she wants, dominate that or go whatever. But now there's some other storylines to someone to build towards that. It just makes so uber sense that I don't. It's just, again, we're in a contrarian society that wants to just contrariate and say everything opposite. In my opinion.
Yeah.
We got about 8 minutes before NXT kicks off at the Performance Center. Usually I'm surprised. Usually it's a double taping the prior week before Thanksgiving, and they don't usually Performance Centers close this week, and for the NXT to go back home to some of these NIL students go back home, either back to some wherever they're from, and normally, and I'm surprised this year they're actually having coming up with, because that probably has to do with the CW. They wanted to give live product. I think that had a lot to do with it for tonight, which is a good thing for us here in Orlando that goes to these shows. And we're gonna have a Chase U celebration, a farewell send off. So that's gonna be interesting. That's supposed to set and open up the show tonight. So Chase U is gonna open up here in about 7 minutes. The farewell. I don't know if Andre Chase is leaving the WWE or what's going on. I got to see how that plays out. You have some Iron Survivor qualifier. You're going to have Ethan Page taking on Axiom for a qualifier. Lola Vice versus Ren Sinclair. Giulia takes on Kelani Jordan. That's an interesting one because the winner of that one gets to move on. I got to see how they tell that story. That's going to be a hell of a match. Yeah, that should be crossover match. If by the 9 o'clock hour, I think that should be that match. If I was booking the show, you're gonna have Tony D'Angelo versus Shawn Spears for the North American title, and of course for the women North American title, Fallon Henley takes on Tatum Paxley. Could this be the night for Tatum Paxley to finally touch NXT title in her hands, or does Fatal Influence, the numbers game, too much for Tatum Paxley? That's the question we'll have, and we'll hopefully get some answers at NXT tonight.
Absolutely. I'm excited for that.
That was going to be good. That's going to be good. I can't wait to see. What else they have in store for us. I want to see what else they have in store tonight. Of course, this is a wonderful Thanksgiving week. And for War Games and in 10 Monday Night Raw, we got the 10-year celebration finally of the New Day. So we're gonna finally see what we got now. Actually a actual date. So it'll be interesting to see with Xavier and Kofi where they go with that. Does Big E return? What does Big E be able to mend fences? What's the direction of the New Day? We all want to we're on pins and needles to see how they go with that. I'm intrigued with the storyline, which way they take it, because we could put a case. Yeah,
that one was very hyperbolic.
Because there could be a case where they amend fences and get stronger to just air, or they could just disband and just go their separate ways. So I want to see which route the WWE is going to choose with them. I'm gonna be honest with you. They separate. I don't see anything much for Xavier Woods.
I hate to say it, but like, unless they do something out of the like realm of the ordinary to give him an extraordinary push, like I don't know, like it. I don't know. It just, and it don't feel like even if he wanted to do something on his own, there's a possibility that you could have talked to the guys in a certain way and try and get your own title, but still be in New Day. But the fact that he's crashing out like this is like, yeah, you're right.
Even if he goes on his own, Chef, is he beating really right now the cream of the crop of the Intercontinental title reign? Braun Breaker, Sheamus. You could put Sheamus on there. Ludwig Kaiser. Do you see them actually getting credible victories over those? Oh, just those three alone? I can't. And it hits the strings of what he said. With Xavier, you had the crown and you didn't do anything with it. He didn't capitalize years ago. At least Kofi took Kofi Mania and ran. He's a former world champion, where if you put Kofi now, if Kofi wants to go for an Intercontinental title run, you could make it push. You could buy it. We could buy him singles because he was a former world champion. It's just different. It's a tough one. What's going on, Daniel? Yeah. Salute. I'm hearing a surprise video tonight from Eric Bischoff. That's circulating there. I kind of wanted to see it before we believe it. It doesn't mean that Bischoff won't come out. Bischoff is booking for MLW, but I think what Bischoff is going to do tonight backstage, if he's going to be on camera, Daniel, is going to probably pick a Iron Survivor representative. The same thing they did last year. They pick a wrestler to have a worthy or a second opportunity in the Iron Survivor, something like that. I think Lita chose a wrestler, Mick Foley chose a wrestler, and so forth like that. Maybe Bischoff, maybe that's what Bischoff's video is about. But I'm intrigued and interested to see what Eric Bischoff. I am very intrigued to see what he's going to say. Maybe it's a partnership with MLW. Who knows? Because he is currently booking there.
The ID program is already out there.
Okay.
Not saying that. I don't know. What I meant was like, I don't know if MLW has a partnership with WWID, but if you have a guy in Eric Bischoff and you want to help your wrestlers get to, they're like, this is a parlay way of doing that. Like, scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Yeah, because I don't know how much power or juice he has in MLW, because I think MLW has had a lawsuit currently going against the WWE or something similar. They had a lawsuit back and forth. So I don't know what came to that. They settled, not settled. And is Eric Bischoff like an olive branch between those, that they are, it's a little bit beyond the wrestling program with the gimmick wise, but it'll be interesting to see what Bischoff has to do. He still is a technically a WWE Hall of Famer with the NWO, and regardless of the fact he was in WCW or not, he's still a Hall of Famer with the WWE, in my opinion. For Eric Bischoff, his impact to the wrestling business is big. So it'll be interesting to see what his backstage video or stuff. Also, that's not the first person that's creative booking in NXT. A couple of weeks ago, he had Scott D'Amore twice at the Performance Center. So it's a good time that they're speaking and hosting other professional territories in NXT and have a conversation with that. I mean, we seen Carmen Petrovic and we wrestle for a Game Changer and Scott and Josh Barnett's Bloodsport as we're about to kick off here the Then Now Forever.
I'm a little behind you. Excuse me. You know how it goes over here in New York.
Hey. Hey, International Drive. My city. What's up, Randy? We're supposed to get a surprise video, yeah, for Bischoff. NXT. NXT. Oh, and Bischoff is backstage there. Okay, Randy, you're there. You see Terrence? Randy is in the building. Don't let Jim catch you on the phone. Que volá, Cere, que volá, que vuelta, mi hermano. What's going on? No, from someone else. BX. Ah. They're going to the recap. They're going right to the recap. The Chase U, one of the best Tuesday nights I had in a long time. Seeing Andre Chase in defeat to Ridge Holland. Oh, that was so great. So that's something I'm thankful for this Thanksgiving. All right, we're watching some recap here of Chase University. All the memories. I heard that Bubble Boy was crying. People were crying on the NXT bus on their way home. I mean, my goodness.
I wish someone had pictures of that.
I'm thankful I didn't go because I think I would have laughed I think I would have got beat up just for laughing at them crying. Ricky, yeah, I know, Randy. I know. We heard about that. A couple of months, he'll be free. He'll be able to go to TNA. Hey, I tell you one thing. It's going to be a great match with him and Cardona for GCW next month. Hi, what's going on, Hassan? Salute. Good to see you. Yes, happy early Thanksgiving, and yes, to everyone as well. Thank you so much. As they're still going through the recap here. Oh, a mosquito. What are you doing here? Rumble is going to be crazy. Returns and debut. Yeah. Yes. A lot of returns and surprises, from Drew McIntyre, all that. JBL appears in GCW. Yes, indeed. I got my magazine and comic books at the store. There you go. Oh, Rich Allen broke the paper. Hey, that's 69 holding that one. Look at the people. Yeah, let's go, Ridge. Ridge is trolling. I love it. I love the Ridge Holland troll. We're thinking it was Andre Chase coming out with the Chase University, and it's Ridge Holland who breaks through. Love it. Let's go. I think I would have been standing there clapping because I would have been my seat right there in front of the stairs. I would have been clapping. Those are the new NIL girls, Chef. The girls that are showing that they're zooming into.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You'll be seeing them on Level Up in a couple of weeks.
Yep.
Oh, Ridge is such a troll. I tell you what, people were complaining about Ridge doing his best work of his career.
I said that a while ago. He's doing the best work of his career right now.
Oh, he just dropped the mic. He just called Trick Williams out too. That girl came in pajamas to NXT. She has no shame in her game. You'll see her. And she was there all day in that outside in those pajamas. On that bus ride. Ugh. No, that match. By the way, Saturday, December 14th. It's called highest in the room 3. It's gonna be Ricky Starks, Matt Cardona. So December 14th is scheduled for GCW. All right, what's gonna happen now? What's the match? Oh, we got Iron Survivor match. Here we go. Ethan Page. Kill him with a smile. Let's go. All Ego Page. Hey, Bobby's in attendance. Oh, his GCW date was pulled? Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, damn. I did not know that. No, but they just announced it a few minutes ago. Oh, yeah, he's been pulled from from upcoming GCW appearance. Oh, you're right. Damn. Oh, that sucks for GCW. Wow. You know what's gonna end up happening? They're not gonna invite any of them to fight at the Josh Barnett's Bloodsport or work with them. You keep doing that, you're gonna close your doors with the independents. Excuse me?
Who got pulled?
Ricky Starks. He was supposed to fight Matt Cardona. And yep. They pulled him. They did a Vince McMahon. Oh. All right, Nathan Frazier came out with him. All right, so we got Axiom and Ethan Page in the center of the ring here. Men's qualifier for the Iron Survivor. Here we go. Who you see winning this here? You think Ethan goes, Chef, or you think Axiom gets a? Because
I think a repeat of what happened last week happens again, where more of the tag teams are coming out watching this, and something happens where Ethan takes advantage of it.
Ooh, I like it because I think, yeah, you know what? I kind of like it. Smart move. Smart. They got a commercial break. So they went to a commercial break immediately, 9 minutes in. Yeah, everyone is upset that he got pulled from that card. All right, got a little bit of commercial break here of course, Men's Iron Survivor Challenge.
Ooh.
I got no insights on the level up matches, so sorry, guys.
I gotta make me some super something, Kev. I don't know if you can hear it.
Yeah, you're losing your voice. Yeah, that got you under the weather. Oh, we're waiting for this commercial. Do I wonder? We haven't seen Obafemi. Do we see Obafemi tonight or something, or at least his name mentioned? Maybe that's what Bischoff is going to announce. They want. I don't. I haven't seen him.
Word. That's been. I mean, it's good because he was on such a dominant run with the North American title. At a certain point, he needs that. He needs that disappearance act for when he comes back and. Oh my God, we haven't seen him since he's lost the North America. Like, you know how Gunther disappeared
Yeah.
for a while. Yeah.
Maybe that's Joe, what's going on, Joe? Joe Z in the building. He hopes Holland beats Trick at the pay-per-view. Not a Trick fan. I'm hearing Obafemi is going to the main roster. Why he lost to Don again? I heard. They haven't really definitive said he's going to the main roster. Their thoughts of it, but they just have him off TV for a minute. I kind of would like to see Obafemi take the NXT title away from Ridge Holland. I'm kind of with you, Joe. Not that I like Trick. I love Trick. Trick is an awesome dude. But I wouldn't mind seeing Ridge Holland win the NXT World title. Just something a little bit different. Hi, Brandon. Ooh.
Nice uppercut by Axiom.
Yeah.
And, Hurricane Rana head first right into the announce table.
Oh, damn. What's going on, Tim? Tim is in the building. What's going on?
Salute,
How
Tim.
are you,
Salute,
Tim?
Brandon.
I was rooting for Chase last week because he's great. Nah, it was not me.
I'm
gonna be honest with you. I'm not a big fan of Chase U. I was happy, man. You saw me last week.
Yeah, it was happy moments over here.
Yeah, it was extra cheese. So Axiom could wrestle, but yeah, I mean it's hard to get him going with that mask gimmick. But he's a good wrestler. He grew on me, Joe. When he first used to come out in NXT, I wasn't a big fan of his matches. But look at that. Miles Bourne has the black eye from the Bloodsport.
I absolutely love the fact that Axiom and Nathan Frazier in the tag team. I think they've been the best NXT tag team that I've ever seen, and I think those two have found something here.
Yeah, they're a decorative tag team champion. They're very good together. I didn't thought they were going to last and be this good, especially beating guys like the OCs and others that they have defeated. I'm actually surprised.
Look, they started. Look, they're drawing at each other. The tag teams are drawing at each other.
Yeah.
What is it? OTC. I said OTC.
Look at Miles's Shiner from Bloodsport.
Yeah, I saw
Brandon.
Shiner,
the Knicks play tomorrow, Brandon. They play Dallas.
Oh shoot! What I was gonna say?
The tag teams are making their kind of rumbling. Like you might be right.
Yeah,
you might be booking the way you
already
said
made their way, starting to make their way out.
We had a Shockmaster reference. Oh, yeah. What the hell they thought about putting up the Shockmaster WCW? Like really? Oh, we got a clap going. Here you go. Axiom reminds me of the Jobber Sin Cara. They used to have like the blue light when he was wrestling, red light. We can remember. Just remember he botched everything. He was terrible. But that's the only thing. Axiom don't botch. Axiom is
Yeah,
good.
and that was
Axiom
Sin
is
Cara's.
fast.
I'd say that was the fault of Sin Cara and production because you have the mask like he has, and then you dim the lights for your matches. You were bound to be asking for something. And also, Axiom can cut a promo.
You know
He
what?
can
You're
do
right
good
on
back
that,
and
though.
forth. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Ethan. Oh, that was nice. Nice backbreaker. 2. There's the Hobbit. He's sitting up high. They got him up high today. Yeah, I heard they're not playing there. I thought masked guys wasn't supposed to talk. Well, that went out the window when we heard from Rey Mysterio cut promos and and also Penta Oscura. You know, you got some. Oh, there's another Spanish fly from the top rope. Damn, that was nice. No, 2. But Axiom uses this move way too much, though.
What, Spanish Fly?
Yeah, that's the second one in the match. Ray's mask wasn't a full mask. Granted. Kane wasn't a full mask either.
Yeah, Kev, he had a hair attachment and his whole face was covered. It's a whole mask, and Kane spoke.
What is he doing here now? Oh, what the hell was that? Damn. Another commercial? Wow. So they're giving this 2 commercials this match. Wow. Okay.
That lets me know something's going on. There's an
Yeah.
additional story that's going to happen here.
Yeah. It isn't an easy match for Ethan Page if he's got to go 2 segments.
Ooh, nasty backbreaker.
If you're gonna have a mask and talk, you have to be able to see lips. When Kane first talked, we didn't see his lips, and now he's used to smoking voice box thing. Yeah, it's true.
Those are the old conventions, though, that you just kind of got to get rid of. Storyline still has to be portrayed, and if you have an ability to talk and you want to wrestle with a mask on, go ahead.
They're in the
But then this is the question I'd have to ask you, Joel, when you said, the mass wrestlers need managers. How many managers are in the game right now? It's not a lot. You got it, and at the end of the day, story matters. You have to convey that story, not just wrestling. It's not conventional, but you got to push the envelope. I don't think anyone thought it was conventional when you had what you call it? Bray Wyatt is not by any means a conventional wrestler in the storylines that he did, but he broke the mold. And his breaking the mold was something that at the time, you didn't like what he did was something that was in comparison to something Mick Foley did. That at the time, a lot of people don't like. A lot of people revere Mick Foley for, but come on, 3 gimmicks. I don't think so, Joel. I don't think so. I think you'd have to, if you see the buzz that he created with the QR code amongst the wrestling fans, you'll see how favorable he's looked. And I don't think that's blasphemy either. They both could pull off 3 gimmicks all at the same time.
No, yeah. Yes, I like what he said there. Bray made it believable.
Yeah.
A lot of people didn't like The Fiend. I thought the Fiend didn't really bother me.
The Fiend didn't bother me either, Kev, also because when you, like me, I wasn't invested at the time. So I watched through the clips. And because I'm such a fan of wrestling, I can separate, like, I don't know, I can start to separate and see what was his idea versus what was Vince's idea. And when they put the clips together of what was Bray's idea, it all makes sense and hits.
Yeah, because when I looked at the Firehouse Funhouse, I was like, okay, that didn't bother. I thought it was entertaining. I thought it was cool, especially the Vince McMahon character.
Hilarious. Like it was like, but Kev, when you realistically think about it, it's the perfect avenue for you to get away with something like that Vince McMahon character. It was a children's show that wasn't really for children. Is that not what wrestling is?
Right. Let me see this one. The only reason why people talk about Bray like he's a legend because he died. He was gone too soon.
He was gone too soon, Joel.
Too soon, and there was a lot of creativity with him, though.
It was a lot of creativity, and not only that, like people were already talking in reverence of him when he was alive. When the WWE released him, a lot of people felt that was a mistake. So when he came back, the reverence is already there. I don't know, like this is the thing with Twitter you have to be careful with. When you like certain things, the formula is going to direct you to what you like. So you're not seeing the comments of what people were saying. But I guarantee you, if you shift your algorithm just a little bit, you're going to start to see where people commended the Fiend work.
But I am going to say this, though, and I agree with him. I think the Wyatt family was the best out of all the gimmicks he had. I'm going to say that. To me personally, that's just my opinion. Doesn't mean I dislike the Firefly Funhouse or the Uncle Howdy stuff. Doesn't mean I disliked it. I think that what was his best was the Wyatt family. Oh, damn. Paige gets the victory. It's to be determined, Joe, with the Wyatt Six. That's his best gimmick. Tim agrees. That was his best gimmick. I loved it with all of them from when they brought even Braun Strowman in. I mean, they were all, that was his. Oh my God, they were just terrorizing group. That were just great. That was all great. All right, Ethan Page qualifies.
I'm surprised he won with a clothesline from hell.
Yeah, right. There you go. Bray would have been spinning in his grave if he's why 6 as his jobber brother for a reason. It's still they just started. They got out. When did they debut? July. So it's not even. It's gonna be 5 months.
Yeah, it's not.
Give it a full year. If they don't do anything, then we could come back to that conversation. I kind of feel a little. I understand why they don't do it because they weren't like Heather said yesterday. When I agree with her, there weren't enough of build, and that's why I go back. You had the whole month of October to make them spooky and scary. They should have built them because it would have been a great War Games match with the Final Testaments and them in the War Games match. Oh, wait a minute. Now we're getting a little bit of promo here. Hold on. Did Wesley cut his braids? Yeah. Oh, Wesley got a new look. Oh, we go. Oh, it's Javon Evans. Oh, who else is coming out? Yo, so many different people coming out here. So hurry up and get your 2 words in because you're getting interrupted. Oh, here we go, Chef. Oh, damn. Oh, brouhaha time. Here we go. Brouhaha time. Tag team style. All the tag team, Chef. Once again, no Faye, no Malik. He's beating up on the security guard. What the hell? I wish the Survivor Series was like in the back in the day when they had it the night before Thanksgiving Wednesday. Yeah, that was great, right? You used to go to grandma's house and watch it all there, the cousins, and then the next night you go back again. You're stuffing your face with turkey. Oh, what's this here? Here we go. Who's gonna get those fists? Oh, Ren versus Lola Vice. Uh-oh. Lola Vice don't need nunchucks. She said she got her fist. They don't lie. Also, a Netflix first show is in Los Angeles. All right.
Wow.
Here
I
we
saw
go.
D-Generation X in the locker with Ren Sinclair
Yeah.
just now.
I saw them, yeah.
Yeah.
I still remember '91 when Taker beat Hogan. My 7-year-old mind was blown the night before. Parliament fan wrestling, and then also Macho Man getting bit by the snake. Yeah, that was wild too. That was wild.
I could have guessed he saw that.
Ooh, yeah, brother. Cream rises to the top. The reason why Survivor Series got over back in those days, it was your traditional 5-on-5, or then they 1 year they went 4-on-4, but you never seen those teams team up, those wrestlers team up, because you always see them on TV on Wrestling Challenge and so forth against jobbers or enhancement talent. And then when the Vince made the Survivor Series, wow, I'm gonna see Demolition team up with Ultimate Warrior, or Hogan, whatever the case. Some of the teams, that's why it made it really awesome. It took off Survivor Series because like wow, you saw guys that you never seen team up in teams. The Bobby Heenan family all together in the ring, taking on whoever challenger, American Dream, team. It was really cool. Yes, we're waiting for that for Eric Bischoff. Probably gonna announce this WCW Women's Championship Wrestling. Probably comes to fruition.
You know what? I don't even want per diem. Just say y'all watch us. That's it.
Yeah, man.
I don't want per diem. I don't care. Ooh. So we're in a commercial break right now, ladies and gentlemen. Coming off of a brouhaha.
Something's got to give him deadline with these tag teams. Ava's gonna get fed up, similar to the same way Adam Pearce got upset on Monday Night Raw with the triple threat with the three competitors in the Intercontinental and made a triple threat at Survivor Series. We'll find out.
Can't lie to it. Man, shoot. I don't even want to say this. You're gonna laugh. I hate you, Kev. You're gonna laugh. I cannot lie. My interest is peaked into what Eddie Thorpe's reaction is going to be for trying to get some attention.
No, it's a storyline that got us invested. I wouldn't be. I'm not gonna put hate on that. He's been out compelling. What's up with him?
No,
he's better than
dancing
around.
Like if you remember correctly, Eddie Thorpe, funny enough, is in the same spot where Rich Holland was in when he first joined NXT. And at the time, if you remember, when you had asked us, when you had asked me at the time, do you see Rich having a future? I'm like, the way things are going, I can see his release papers getting handed to him in the next couple of months. So to go from there to now, he's about to face Trick Williams at Deadline for the NXT Championship, also coming off of making sure Andre Chase and Chase U gets disbanded. Like, bro did a complete 180 and made himself an integral part of the roster.
Joe said, I heard Jade Cargill got hurt really bad or something. Her neck. She has an issue with her neck currently right now. Timetable anywhere from 3 months to a year. So they don't know how badly her neck injury is. So that's why she's ran off for TV for the time being right now. I don't know what's gonna happen with the women tag team titles. I have a you know what, I could see that maybe you could slide Naomi into the tag team titles with Bianca. They defend it, and then when Jade returns, one of those two could be the one that took her out, where dissension, whatever the case, and whoever it is, that makes Jade go after that one. Oh, wait a minute, here we go. Oh God. Ooh. World Star. Oh, you lost Carmen. They should battle it out. Nunchucks versus swords. Bianca's one of the few women who could pull it off, make look good. Sorry to be hated, but try. No, that's okay. That's why the mid-card titles is going to help change the perspective or the stereotype that everyone has, because they're not in the main title pictures. They're no good.
Wait. Time out. I want to ask you, Jedi. If there ain't no gold on the line, are these the type of storylines people truly want all the women to be going through? Is like relationship bickering storylines?
Yeah.
Like, I understand the entertainment value in it a little, but here's the thing. This is why these women's intercontinental and women's United States Championship means that much more. Because if it ain't for those storylines, what else are we doing here?
Right. Powerful King is in the building. We saw that. Ricky Starks is the con man attacking. Twitter's in Ramble. Free Ricky Starks. Well, that's Nikita Lyons. Nikita Lyons, aka RoboCop. All right, this should be a good match here. Got to have the gold on the line. Yeah, that's what, Tim. Let me ask you, Tim. Are you in favor of these mid-card titles? Just wanted to hear your thoughts there. A Powerful King as well. I mean, are you in favor of the mid-card titles? Or is that too much titles for the WWE in your thoughts? Yes, too many titles. Okay. I think 3-hour show, it gives women opportunities. I like it, but I guess like other things, we got to get used to it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Lola's doing the Three Amigos? Yeah, you're in favor of it. It gives women opportunities. Yeah, I agree with you. You don't. Oh, look at that! A little shake there, a little Eddie Guerrero shake. Oh, with a little hip shake with a hot sauce, like Booker T says, and got it. Hey, Ren Sinclair. Oh no, I like all the mid card titles. Okay. I'm sorry for misinterpreting your comment. I apologize. My apologies. Like the NXT women, they needed that North American title because it's just think of they would only have Roxanne Perez with that women's title, and then you bring in all these women, Zarya, Bakur, and Giulia. What does that say about Lola Vice? And I still think Lola Vice is a little bit left out. She had a title shot, and when she wasn't ready, though, Chef, we knew that. We talked about it. We knew she wasn't ready, but she could be ready in a couple months. But there's a lot of log jams up there. That's where you have the mid-card titles. Sorry, if you're not Eddie, the Three Amigos doesn't look right. Joe, everybody does it. And all across the wrestling business. It's an homage to a legend.
Being mad at people for doing the super kick now. Like, it's over with.
It's like a Super Bowl It's like a Super Bowl when they score a touchdown celebration, you're honoring the scoring of the touchdown. When you do the Three Amigos, you're honoring Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
Because ain't nobody and their mother don't know what that means when they do the three. That's because you're You're honoring a legend. You see Sasha Banks, aka Mercedes, do it. You see it now. Lola's doing it. Of course, you see Dominic.
Even there's times where it's crazy enough. I think I seen Charlotte do it once.
Yeah, Andrade did it. Don't anyone give a pass? Well, you got to give a pass to his son.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, Ren. What a drop kick. Lola hit her head on those stairs. Oof. Go for a pin.
Ah, come on.
Oh, got her. Well, I see they put glitter on her stockings now. When she jiggles it, now you jiggles with glitter. But when she first started, when she got in the ring, boy, that was jiggling like Jello. Damn, she got her with that back fist. Yes. Yes, a powerful king. That Survivor Series is going to be great on Saturday. Yo, again, the offer's still there. You just got to tell me when. You know that. With Powerful King will be joining us one of these days on a watch along. Hey, it's the Don. Your knee is good. I'll put some pepperoni on it. It should be good.
No, Joel, it's a spinning back fist.
No, it's a back fist.
Spinning back fist. Then that'll knock up. Joel, if you ain't watching enough UFC, I'll let you know. That cleans everybody's clock.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at Izzy. It just put Izzy on a Izzy the last style bender. Oh my god. What's his last name?
Adesanya?
The last style bender.
Spinning back fist.
He has won a match with a spinning back fist.
Oh, he won a match with a spinning back. Oh, yeah.
One. Just one. Yeah, who doesn't want that? Who doesn't want that? And she was actually an MMA badass. So yeah, Twitter is rumbling.
Excuse me.
Randy says, BX, that's a serious side I like from Lola. Yeah. Lola, when she comes serious, she could be really deadly. She just got to know when to wiggle those hips. You can't be crying and wiggling the hips like she did in that promo with Roxanne Perez. Yeah. I think that comes with time in the business and learning. She's going to, when she right now, she's getting there and she's going to put it together and we're going to be like, damn, it's getting there. And be honest with you, I think she's going to be a bigger star away from the Performance Center. She's one of those that once they get away from the PC, she's going to get good. She's going to get big.
Yeah. She was already smart enough to know that beforehand. Like, I'll tell you like this. This is the reason why I didn't feel it's crazy enough, man. The reason why I didn't feel she was like gonna last all too long in MMA was because she was smart enough to make her presence known. Like at that point, these unknown, unnamed fighters are going to want to hunt you down and want to fight you. But on the same note, her name wasn't big enough to where she could deny all those fights. So now you're just taking random fights against God, Lord knows who. You really can't study the opponent. It puts her at a disadvantage, as opposed to now being in the WWE, making, keeping that ability to make a name for yourself, but in the business where they want you to make a name for yourself. That's how they make money. She's in the perfect scenario.
And it caught our, I guess we weren't really paying attention. She called out Jada Parker in an underground match. So, boy, let's go.
Oh.
We totally let that pass right under our nose and our radar. Wow. Wow. The main event, I think it's going to be the women's North American title, to be honest with you, Joe. Tatum Paxley and Fallon Henley, I think. I mean, because that's all I can see right now, unless because it looks like Tony D'Angelo is next.
Yeah.
The men's
and
North
they've yet to
American
announce
title.
anything as far as like what's the last matchup for the men's Iron Survivor?
Not yet. Maybe that's what Bischoff's name. I don't know. We got Trick coming into the arena. Oh, that's the NXT shop. Okay. Man, the NXT, so those NXT, those t-shirts take forever to get here. Oh, wait a minute. Tatum. Oh, Fatal Influence. Somebody picked it up. Who picked up that? Who's that? Huh. Do you hear a humming sound?
Humming? No.
My NXT is humming. Like it's from my cable.
Oh, now I can hear it. Now my headphone is in. Yeah.
It's coming from NXT.
Yeah.
I thought it was from our stream. No, it's the NXT stream from CW. Got a humming sound. Like
who picked it up?
What the doll? I don't know. I'm looking at that tattoo. I've seen that. I think that's Gigi Dolan. That's Gigi Dolan by the tattoo. Man, I got it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, good to see Shawn Spears back into the business. Yeah. Let's go. Healed up. Let's go. Like, damn, I've seen that tattoo before. I'm like, damn, who the... Here we go. The Dawn of NXT.
Tony it's about D'Angelo. Time. She went. It was just a honeymoon, right?
That and I don't know what else was. That was Randy. That was Gigi Dolan. That's gonna come out and that picked up the doll. It was a redhead doll too that Tatum was playing with.
Yeah.
If I spoiled it, sorry guys. We would have speculating, but that's what we kind of do a little bit, But
I'll be right back, Jedi. Phone call.
yes, what age? He should have been with the Wyatt Six. Oh, on Shawn Spears. Is Spears the one with the Wyatt Six? His friend should be the one that look like Wolfman. All right, here we go. I kind of like the hosters for Tony D'Angelo. Look at Shawn Spears. What a veteran, Shawn Spears. Very underrated wrestler. Good job he's here in NXT. The American Championship. Mike Rome. Not for nothing, Chef. Look, when you see Spears and Jensen, they look like Timon and Pumbaa. Look at them both. They look like Timon and Pumbaa. Hakuna Matata. But it's so true, guys. Don't you see it? I'm asking the chat. Do you see that? Look at Shawn Spears and Brooks Jensen. Don't they look like Timon and Pumbaa? Look at that. And then him. Damn. Uh-oh. There we go. Back and forth they go. Here's a side headlock. Oh, Shawn Spears. Oh, damn. Superman punch by the Don. But now he's selling the knee again? The Don gimmick reminds me of the WWF when they expect him to face like Repo Man, Aldo Montoya, the Portuguese Man of War. Yeah, they do, right? But Joe, you know what he's doing, right? He's keeping the FBI, the full-blooded Italian gimmick, going across here in the WWE as well. You saw the Nunzio gave him the blessing. Nunzio wants to keep that FBI gimmick going all across all of professional wrestling, not just WWE, but on the independent scene. So they're kind of doing like a Samoan dynasty type, but with the FBI when it comes to in wrestling, which I kind of appreciated that, Chef.
Yeah.
Why not?
When you think about it, Italian representation is an easy way to make money in any business.
Yeah.
Especially in America.
No, and they're not blood related like a wrestling, like the bloodline, family. Oh, they're not the Ananali family, but the FBI you could go far back even further, all the way to Bruno. Like, we come from a rich line of heritage from a Bruno Sammartino, and then you just name all the, Italian American wrestlers that have been champions and so forth. And you really could this is like another bloodline storyline, but not flesh, not just relative related. And it could, if done right by any company, could really make money.
Like, who I've always said is they like clearly they could have done something, but their ego is too much. The Dudley Boys.
Yeah, like with because they were and I like with Dudley Boys with Devon. I'm not Devon. Bubba Ray said that, and it was true. And when he said it, he asked LaGreca, you know why there was so many. You know why there were so many Dudley boys or Dudleys in the NXT and ECW at that time? And the Greca didn't know, and I said because they just had nothing for them, and so we'll stick them with the Dudleys and get them over. That's what it was. If you didn't have nothing for you, and Paul wanted to keep you around and all that, they'll just stick you with the Dudleys. There was Sign Guy Dudley, Big Dick Dudley. There was so many different Dudleys. Spike Dudley, And it was just because they had nothing for them, and then they'll get over with the Dudleys, and they'll work under that and go, and that's the way they go. The FBI's were jobber to in NCW. I remember Little Guido. Yeah, they were, but they were memorable. Right now, you could remember them. Yeah, Tommy Dreamer, big Italian heritage. You could be part of that line as well. Yeah, Larry. I don't know if Zabisco. No, Zabisco is not Italian. Santino Marella. You could do so. There's plenty of
Mama Luke.
Right, they're in the commercial here. That's gonna be a good game. Syracuse, Notre Dame. I mean, they're right now. They're in those colleges tournaments right now across, which is pretty cool. College football, college basketball is about to kick off.
Yeah.
Here we go. Coming back from the commercial. Here we go. Oh, damn. Bro, look at this. Look at the aerial shot on Pumbaa. He's going bald in the head at top. He's got all the business in the front, party in the back, and bald in the middle. That's called climate change in his hair, in his head.
I'm gonna walk away again, yo. Yo.
I gotta be entertaining a little bit. There's a superplex. Yeah, tell me how you really feel, Jedi. Oh man, we got a brouhaha in the parking lot. Look at this. I love. Oh, here comes Brooks. Here comes. Oh man, all hell is breaking loose here. Look at this. I like this because now you know what, Chef Dan. Everybody's on TV doing something. It was getting TV time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice belly to belly suplex on one knee. Yeah, college basketball really until February. Joe, you're 1,000% correct. You're 1,000% correct when it comes to college basketball. Your conference tournament, who gets a bid into the NCAA tournament, and then you're off to go with college basketball. You're right on that. I definitely, you're right on that. But they have these tournaments, kicking off the college football, college basketball season that are in the Bahamas and certain different places. It's pretty cool. 1, 2, oh, here's a figure 4. I haven't seen that being put in NXT. Well, of course, a veteran like Shawn Spears could place it. That's cool.
Yeah.
Tap. Come on, tap. Now he reached the broke.
Crazy. Like, could you make the figure 4 hurt? Yeah, you could. I don't know, man. I don't know. I hate people that say, "Oh, the figure 4 doesn't." I mean, it doesn't hurt, but you can make it hurt. I'm looking at it. I'm like, you could. No, you could. You could pull some muscles on the inner knee if you do it. Apply it a certain way. Yeah. Yeah.
Just can't wait for my Dolphins at Thanksgiving night. Pumpkin pie, pumpkin fry, and fried fish. Oh, kick out at 2. They're still alive. They're alive now. Their offense looked great with Tua Tagovailoa, but we'll see. All right, that was a kick out at 2 here. That would suck if Tony D'Angelo has a sprained MCL. He did hurt his. Yeah, that he's out. It's just part of storyline, guys. He had a bad knee injury though. When I was there when he hurt himself, that was sucked. Oh, backdrop. 1, 2. Oh, almost had a North American champion. There's another. There goes the sniffing of each other's nuts. Oh, what a power bomb. Oh, that was good. You know what? For nothing, Tony D'Angelo put on a good match with a veteran in like a Shawn Spears. That says a lot about Tony D'Angelo. Wait a minute. The bum is attacking him. Pumbaa. The Rock is in the building. The great one. If you smell what the Rock is cooking. Aloha. Oh, shit. It's the new guy. Here's his new guy that he acquired. Because she's hot. That's why they're staring at her.
Where the hell is Stacks?
He's out there in the parking lot brawling with his partner, with the tag teams. Oh, that's next. Qualifier for the women. Forget about it. Oh, forget about it. Crossover hour. We got Kelani and Giulia, and we're still battling in the parking lot. Oh, into the car. Oh. Damn, they screwed. They messed up someone's Kia. Damn. Oh, right into there. But he's not part of the. He's a security guard. Gallus is beating up on security guard now. Oh. Stevie Turner is there. Hold on a second. There we go. Yo, they going at it. That's man. And you know what's funny, Chef? Nobody in the Performance Center knows that this is happening.
I know.
Nobody.
Kev, they messed up a little. No license plate on the car.
I know. Because you can't, Tony D, the man. He's the man. He is the man. You should have put a fake plate, at least a fake plate from like a fake, one of those novelty fake, like #1 Magic fan or something.
Yeah, you could have definitely done that.
Mm-hmm. Madness. I like the madness, but nobody in the arena knew that's going on right now. Guaranteed, they don't know that because they would have been all running outside to the bathroom. Oh, I can go to the bathroom all of a sudden because you have to go outside the building to use the bathroom. Yeah, it's mobile porta potties outside, and in order to use the bathroom, you have to go outside the building. So a little bit inside baseball for those that never been to the Performance Center, and then that's exactly where they're at, right out there. But security probably won't let them come out either. They'll say, no, you got to stay in your seat. Also, Shawn Michaels don't like people getting out of their seat. They have seat fillers. As soon as you get up to use the bathroom, someone takes your seat. He doesn't want to see empty seats.
For the Performance Center, it's smart. If you can control it, it's your environment that you can control. It's smart. I'm not too mad at that.
The same, and those are the seat fillers are interns from Full Sail.
And it's a nice way to help the local economy as far as like helping people get jobs.
Yeah. So we're on a commercial break. We're going to have the crossover match. We're going to have the women's qualifier, Giulia, taking on the former North American champion in Kelani Jordan. That's going to be a hell of a match. I got to see how they're going to tell the story because everyone thinks that Giulia is advancing. I got to see how they get there, how they protect Kelani Jordan, or do they swerve us where Kelani goes to the Iron Survivor?
I mean, this is Kelani who just came off of losing the women's North American title. So there's only so much you can do while still protecting her.
Yeah. Joe, they only go to they traveling now. Now they're starting to go and venture on Tuesday nights elsewhere. Ever since the CW, they moved from USA. They'll do a couple of venues. Like the first two shows was in Chicago and St. Louis. Then they had the ECW arena. They'll be at the believe there will be at the there one more location, the Hammerstein, if I'm not mistaken. They're going one more Boston, excuse me. They'll be in Boston in December. They're gonna do it once a month. I think they're gonna go outside. It's always in Orlando, Florida, at the Performance Center, and the PLEs are gonna be outside of Orlando. They used to do the PLEs in the Performance Center too. I was very blessed to be on a lot of pay-per-view or PLEs. Worlds Collide. The first Deadline, Iron Survivor Deadline, I was there when Grayson Waller won. I was in attendance. The many other premium live events I was there live at. New Year's Evil last year. It's yeah. And I always sit in the same spots by the steps.
I'm glad they're not afraid to travel, though. I'll be right back.
No, we wanted them to. It sucked when they told us there was no more premium live events in the Performance Center. It was going to be outside of the performance. It sucked. We understood it because they need to make money. Look at this. Look at this guy. Pack it up, pal. Pack it up, Andre Chase. That isn't a teachable moment. You're out of here, pal. Goodbye, Andre. It's been nice. Get out of it. Get out of town.
Man, you know what's hilarious?
Mm-hmm.
Forgetting while I was outside today, you know what song I just kept hearing? Someone kept playing over and over in their car.
Which song?
Copacabana.
Oh, Barry Manilow?
Yep. Her name is Lola.
She was a showgirl. That highest kind of. His name was Rico. All right, look at this.
Andre. He just got kicked out.
He's taking the long walk down the hallway. You go past go, you get escorted out. Leave your key card. Put it next to Vince McMahon and get the hell out.
At the Performance
Center. Here we go. Here's Kelani. All right, Kelani, let's go. Let's go. And Joe, you're gonna like Kelani. She's a Dolphin fan. She was at the Dolphin game with Carmelo. Kelani. She's working. She's getting in that ring with confidence. She's got a. You could see, guys, from the Kelani Jordan that first started a year ago, and look at her now. She's so confident. Just the way her demeanor, her ring entrance. The way she just did the split, the way she just did that. She looks so confident. Like, yeah, she got this. She's getting in her zone. This is going to be a hell of a match. I'm excited to see, win or lose. I want to see how they get me to that match and the moves there, because this is going to say a lot about Kelani. She's feeling really confident, Chef.
Absolutely.
Oh, Thea? You like
Also,
Thea Hale?
Because this is essentially this is a huge step up in competition as far as who she's faced. This would be literally the best girl she's faced, best woman that has touched the roster that she's faced. As far as accolades, everything.
They're gonna put on an absolute awesome match,
dude. I can't wait for the day her and Asuka come face to face. Just have that moment.
Or Io.
Yeah.
And the first IWGP World Champion, Kairi Singh. I mean, my goodness. I mean, it's just no. That's fantasy booking with no scandals.
Man.
Oh, it's the girl with the alien symbiont on the face. No, she's not. She's not a job.
Joe, you got.
She's not.
Joe, I'm not gonna lie, Joe. I've been watching your comments come in, and I know, like, based on the way you talk, I know which period of wrestling you love the most and which one you want to. You want to make wrestling great again, and that's fine. I understand that. But it's moving forward now.
Oh, nice block by Kelani. Yo, Kalani's attacking. Look at Giulia counter. Look at her counter by Giulia. Yeah, because she's half Italian. She's Italian and she's half Italian and Japanese.
Yeah.
I guess her father made an offer. Her mother couldn't refuse.
Couldn't refuse. Hey, put it down. The gabagool.
He wants to know what do you think is his best period of wrestling is.
Funny enough, you're either just before. I was just about to say that before the In Your House era.
Right, like after WrestleMania 3, before and to right before the Attitude Era.
I literally just had. I said not the Attitude Era. It's not the Attitude Era for him. It's before the In Your House era. Like just a little bit before the In Your House era. You thought I was? You think I don't? Come on. What you were speaking about earlier about what you've seen and what you grew up on, I know what you like.
Yeah.
Yep. Come on, Joe. You got to give me some credit here, buddy.
Joe, let me ask this, Joe. Were you an Ultimate Warrior guy or Hulk Hogan? Because that was a controversial one.
Look, Kev, just as you was about to say that, I'm like, I can tell. You like the madness. Oh, yeah. You like the madness. Yeah.
I love Demolition. I didn't like the Road Warriors. I'm one of the few people that did not like the Road Warriors. At least the presentation that WWE gave me, I didn't like them.
Yeah, like there's only but so much eras of wrestling that you enjoy. Like I know the PG era isn't talked about fondly.
Hogan and Macho Man
refer to that. You're gonna either like literally the PG era is very similar to the In Your House era when you think about the way people describe it. So those two eras that just people don't like them. You either like now, you like the Attitude Era, or you like just before the In Your House era.
Oh,
I can tell, bro. Look.
Yeah.
He loves madness. Oh, yeah.
Oh, what a slap.
I know, based on what he likes, I can tell which athletes and which wrestlers bother him the most. But it's like, bro, you can't just call everyone a jobber, brother. You can't.
No, Ultimate Warrior I like, Jake the Snake and the original Undertaker with the Mike Myers suit up. Oh yeah, the regular grave digging Undertaker, the original one. But he has to evolve his
Oh,
character.
when he brought, you're talking about the Undertaker that used to put the Georgia dirt on people after he finished them.
Yeah. That one. That one was good. You know what thing from that generation that I was kind of upset with, Joe, when they broke up the Powers of Pain. Like, why break up the Warlord and the Barbarian? They were freaking menacing. They lost a couple matches of Demolition, but why split them? That was the most, and then take away the paint. They were so good. I never got why Vince did that. And I grew up with one of the women's match on pay-per-view. Alundra Blaze and Bull Nakano. Yeah, but that was kind of I not for nothing. That was a good match, but it didn't pull me in. I kind of liked it more. And to be honest with you, I kind of liked the Randy Richter versus Moolah years before, but not that one. For some reason, that one didn't resonate for me.
Like I tell you like this, Joe. I kind of like the Attitude Era introduced me to wrestling.
Ooh. You think it was Andre Chase by JBL or Eric Bischoff? You know what, Christopher? You got something there.
Ooh, that's interesting. Yeah.
It got me thinking. Oh, the Raw Dog.
Is a funny enough part for me. The Attitude Era introduced me, and I had no choice because I was already interested, and I watched the PG era. But what I grew up on was the Ruthless Aggression era. And that's an era that's not really talked about because it's a short stint, but it was good wrestling around the Ruthless Aggression era too. What's up, Christopher?
Now the speculation. It isn't Brody, guys. Brody's not allowed back in the WWE.
Who?
Brody from Andre Chase. That's the one that's the guy that did the flag in my face, that asshole.
I don't know who that is. I've never seen him.
You're not gonna see him. He's not coming back. I became a fan in 89, 90. My first pay-per-view was off tape. WrestleMania 6, Hogan versus Warrior. I hated that WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I hated that WrestleMania.
See?
You kicked out of the leg drop? No way.
Dude, Warrior was so famous for that. Like whenever they show clips of Triple H and the punishment he had to go through for
he got squashed in 5 seconds.
Bro, it's always the Ultimate Warrior match that he had where Warrior comes out, doesn't even take off his ring gear.
Yeah, that's that WrestleMania. That was a WrestleMania match. He got squashed. It took longer for Triple H to get in the ring and do the little bow, the Trevian Heights bow, and then he got crushed.
Wow.
Yeah. 1996. Pete Gas called Mr. Chase and a new Mean Street Posse. Oh my God, Daniel. Imagine that. I used to buy the pay-per-views. I had to do yard work chores in order to order them. Man, you didn't have a black box. Hulk Hogan was overrated. But at that time, Tim, when I was a kid, I didn't really see the under the overratedness of Hulk Hogan because they kind of promoted him, or at least presented him as this invincible force, Tim. But now that I'm looking at him when I get older, he wasn't that great of a wrestler in the 90s. Look, to me, when growing up, I thought the greatest tag team in wrestling was the Demolition. I thought they were freaking phenomenal. Here comes the Axe, here comes the Smasher. But then Axe was getting old. And I'm like, I hated when Crush came in, and I didn't understand why. I thought he killed Demolition, but it's because Axe was getting old, or Smash was getting old. He was old as hell. That's dirt. They needed to bring in him. I didn't know that now. Now I look at it now, I was like, oh damn, what a nice headbutt by Giulia. That's why I wasn't a fan of Ultimate Warrior. His match was so crappy. Yeah, I love that we don't know. I love that we don't know in pro wrestling BX. Yes, the storyline. I love Mr. Perfect was one of my favorite wrestlers. I wish he would have. Oh, look at this. The split. Oh, Giulia, what a good counter. Yo, that was a nice counter by Giulia. I love the Henshrinkers, Samu and Fatu, the Nasty Boys, the Islanders. Remember the Islanders? They were another version of the Henshrinkers. They were cool. Here's a submission. The Samoan SWAT team. It's pretty much almost the same iteration Bloodline members back then. Oh, she got the sleeper. I think she's gonna pass out. I think Kelani's gonna win. I was at the and Joe. I was at the first SummerSlam. The Mega Powers, brother. Ooh.
This looks like the triangle chokehold.
Yeah. I thought Kelani was gonna pass out.
Like Taker used to have.
Yeah. Mania sucks, but it's still talked about to this. Yeah, it is talked about. It was because I think that was the first time they were international.
Is that the Mania at the Caesars Palace or something like that?
No. That's the WrestleMania that first time they went international in Toronto in the Sky Dome. That's in the Sky Dome. They took it outside the United States, and it drew huge. Edge and Christian were at that WrestleMania as kids. Oh, they go back and forth. Oh, what a forearm! I believe that's where Roddy Piper lost to Bret Hart, the Intercontinental title. I think so. I don't remember. I don't remember that card other than that match. To be honest with you. Oh, nice move. Kelani now with a reverse 1-2 victory roll. Oh, I thought she was gonna get the 3 on her. Yo, force finish. Oh, there's her knee. Got her with the knee. Again, what's she gonna do here? Got it. This should be over. Yeah. Damn.
She rocked Kelani. Yeah, these guys gonna have to learn to play rough.
Ah, come on. Damn, Kelani. Kelani put on a good match. Very good match. She put on a hell of a match with Giulia. But she got that knee. She took that knee right into a transitional finisher. Boom. And it didn't really start watching WCW to Hogan went in '94. Then I started watching. I was back and forth. I watched the WCW. I thought it was uber cheesy. WCW. Even when Hogan arrived, I thought it was super uber cheesy until Bischoff put the edge when we're not gonna lie, until Razor and Kevin arrived. That's when it got spicy. Other than that, it was just cheese and cornball.
Like Kev, Eric. For anyone that says he's living on his laurels, this, that, whatever, there's only one man on this earth that can say they defeated Vince McMahon at his own game for 83 weeks.
Yeah. I was listening to Ava. Last chance. I just missed the days of real competition. The WWE, AEW is not real competition. I mean, they kind of are because they're pushing and poaching talent away if they're not careful. There's a place for wrestlers to go if they not happy in WWE or they want to complain or whatever, and want to get paid a lot of money. So you kind of say there is competition financially, but we got a lot of chaos here. Ava's walking away. Here we go. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. I think Ava's going to need a bodyguard. I knew when Vince bought out everyone in 01, then they were going to be horrible. WCW invasion angle, the jobbers, none of them good. I stopped watching for a while. I kind of love when he bought WCW. I was like, I've got them in my palm of my hands. WCW. Imagine that.
Oh,
yeah.
Rock gotta
She's
come
gonna
back,
need
Kev. Rock gotta come. Who's laying hands on my daughter?
She's gonna need a bodyguard, aka Hikaleo, aka Hikaleo, a Samoan.
Yeah. Can't
Does
trust
anyone
Sammy.
remember Jeff Jarrett and Jerry Lawler first started in wrestling?
Jedi does, not me. I'm too young, baby.
I did remember Jerry Lawler with Andy Kaufman. I remember that. That was a big deal. And it wasn't even, and it was so big deal. We didn't, in New York City, Tim, we didn't get to see it. We just heard clips and pieces. And especially if you had the wrestling magazines back then, that's how you knew about it. And when Entertainment Tonight with Mary Hartstuff started talking about Andy Kaufman and the gimmick, that's when he started knowing about Jerry Lawler. Jeff Jarrett, other than until he got to the WWE with the when he got introduced, boy, he looked like an old man when he got introduced in the 90s. I didn't know he was that young. He looked so old. That gimmick when he came out with with the double J, and he was spelling his name, he looked like an old man, but he was a young guy back then. But Jeff Jarrett, that's when I got familiar with Jeff Jarrett personally. And I used to try to watch or read the magazines, and if my certain cousins of mine had tapes, and we'll watch the UWF. Remember UWF? They had the UWF, AWA. I don't recall watching Georgia Pacific. Down that became WCW, and I don't remember that much. I love it when he bought WCW too, but it was but they did that angle with all yeah. But the AWA was a real good one. They were out of Chicago. That's when you saw the Road Warriors. You saw some Sherry Martel, Rick Martel. There was some good stuff coming out of there in the territory days. But Vince took all those all those wrestlers from all those territories, put them all in a super card in a WrestleMania, and then part of the superstars.
I mean, based on the way they tell the story, it wasn't really poaching. It was big bank take little bank.
No, yeah, he was paying them better money, and wrestlers were like, hell yeah, I'm gonna get paid. I'm going to go wrestle for the WWE. Why not?
Yeah,
I'm gonna get paid more money. Yeah, they both started in Memphis wrestling. Yes, they both started. You're correct. You are absolutely correct. They were Memphis wrestling, and Memphis became a big territory for the WWE, Tim, because when they send The Rock, Dwayne Johnson went to Memphis. Certain wrestlers went to train in Memphis. It was like with OVW. Then they transitioned to OVW, where you saw, the names that came out of OVW. I mean, just from Brock Lesnar, Sheldon Benjamin, Batista, John Cena, The Miz, etc. It's a lot. And now it's with Florida Champions FCW turns into NXT. It's so many. The history of wrestling is so fun when you look it up and you follow it. You're like, damn, they made all these stars. Yeah. I remember Jerry Lawler and Evil Dentist. Yeah, that was Kane, Joel. That was Kane. Isaac Yankum DMD or DDS. That was Isaac. That was Kane. That was Kane's gimmick. That he fought Bret Hart, and it didn't go anywhere. Then they repackaged him. Oh, Shawn Michaels. Oh. Uh-oh. Ooh. This got spicy. Yup. I'm with you. She's gonna need a bodyguard, Christopher. I also love the stuff with Jerry Lawler did in ECW. Yeah, with Tommy Dreamer. Absolutely. Yep. That was also good. Yep. Yes, he did. Also, Evil Diesel. Yeah, he was the Evil Diesel as well. Yes, it was.
Oh wow. Yo, Shawn just yeah.
I like it and I don't at the same time because he's putting his hands on performers, the wrestlers. I understand he's a wrestling company, yada yada, but I'm all right with it. I mean,
Wait, what?
When he grabbed Eddie Thorpe and pushed him against the thing, kind of like you're kind of pushing your authority, but I'm okay with it though because it's wrestling.
Yeah, it's wrestling. Yeah. That's the drama of it. That's the drama of it.
Undertaker started as Soul Taker. Yeah, he started at Mean Mark Calloway, if you remember him in with the skyscrapers. And then and also down in Texas. Was that in Texas, Soul Taker, Tim? And he was a Paul Heyman guy too, by the way. Paul Heyman guy in WCW and a Paul Bearer guy in Texas. If you look at his history,
Taker was really with the best of the best.
Yeah. HBK was my favorite. Yeah. They were great. Shawn Michaels, I wish he would have not hurt his back, but things happen for a good reason for his career. Guys, with Shawn, but I'm not gonna lie, Shawn was always my favorite, man. Shawn Michaels was my favorite. Did they say main event yet? Better not be Trick. Blah blah blah. No, it's Tatum Paxley versus Fallon Henley. There's a storyline behind this. Oh, Trick got a big medallion. What's up with that? Trick the TW. Here we go. Trick Williams. Oh yeah, man. That Trick. Taker sold his promos. Yes. Carmelo. Say it, Melo. Say his name. Melo. That's the first time he says his name. Get out of Chase Boo. I love the conversation of going down memory lane with the wrestling history and having that conversation, Tim. Thanks, I appreciate that, and of course, Joe bringing that out, going down memory. I could always love talking about that. One thing I didn't get into, or of course I couldn't. How could I get into? I couldn't. It was so far away, and tapes, and there wasn't that library the way it is now. Polynesian wrestling, because they had a lot of good stars in Polynesian wrestling for the Maivia family, for Alta and her mother and Rock's grandmother. They must if it's what wait a minute Bischoff. Oh, Bischoff is coming to NXT tomorrow. I mean, next week. Why?
Yeah, there he goes.
Rip off. Let it go. All right, Eric Bischoff is coming to NXT. No, I appreciate it, man. That was great. Three things talking about tonight. Ava Hurting, Bloodline showed up, and you call Mr. Chase. Who called Mr. Chase? Yes. Yeah, I love old school wrestling talk. One of my favorite, Mr. Perfect, Psycho Sid. Texas Tornado, rest in peace. He was really good. Got to see him in Madison Square Garden up close and personal. Awesome dude. Kelani possibly going bad. Yeah.
I was just about to say when Vic said, he's back and he's better than ever.
Ricky Steamboat in the WWE before he left. When the WrestleMania Ricky Steamboat, WrestleMania 3 Ricky Steamboat was a favorite of mine. I love that match. Everyone says it's the greatest match, and I agree with it. Macho Man versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Awesome. Dutch Mantel. Yeah. Yes, there's talks that he might make a cup of coffee stop at TNA first until his brother, and then they make their first their full full entrance to the WWE. There's talks, but I don't know. I think he's going to the WWE.
I hope they do, because I've always had this, not this gripe per se, but like it's kudos to Ray, he held it down. But unless it was Ray, that was the only mass luchador that was representing lucha libre in WWE. If you're the biggest wrestling company, you got to have way more than just that. It's just that there weren't a lot of guys that could get over with the mask on like Ray could.
Vince didn't allow it. Joe, his second return back to the WWE, I think he was the Dragon. But when he wrestled Macho Man in WrestleMania 3, he was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. When he came back that second time around, or third, he came with that stupid yellow, he looked like a lizard instead of a dragon. It looked kind of corny with him. That you could say he came back like a jobber. In your words. X-Pac is showing up next week. He also tweeted, oh, wow. Oh, wait a minute. We got an NWO situation.
Sean Waltman?
All right, let's go.
Dude, he should have came by when what's his name? When Zachary Wentz was there. He should have stopped by them Bronco Busters. Thank you for keeping it alive. When he was when Zachary was just like, he's still going, making sure the ref wasn't there.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm excited for Netflix for a Netflix movie. Oh, you're not excited for the Netflix move. Okay. You're not excited. I think it's gonna be okay. As long as they don't have the Tyson and Paul situation, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be better. Less commercials. I think it's gonna be okay, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know. Damian Priest likes to cook.
He's doing the dash of lash.
No, he was. They asked him. Someone asked him a question. Why is NXT kicking AEW's butt? Because it's better. It's much better. It's storylines. This is more talk about tonight. Yes. I grew up on Raw USA forever and left of a little bit in TNA. Yeah, I hope it did have some issues streaming live stuff. I hope it doesn't. And that was a mistake, WWE leaving USA Network, by the way, to go to TNN. That was a terrible network. I hated that network. When they went to Spike, I was happy they went back to the USA Network. I was like, yes, it feels better.
Not gonna lie, I enjoyed it when USA had all three for that short little 2
Oh
weeks.
yeah, that was great
And
too.
then when they,
One stop
especially when
shop.
they had,
It was one stop shop, one channel. That's it. You didn't have to worry about, oh, I gotta go here, there,
Priest has been cooking this boy.
Oh, a tag team battle royal next week. What do you mean? Oh, the last chance fatal 4-way.
Oh crap! They're in the parking lot.
Oh, so you know that Kelani is gonna make the Iron Survivor too. She's getting the last chance fatal 4-way. They do that. That's nothing new. They have they do the last chance Iron Survivor. Like they take the four ladies that lost. They go in a fatal 4-way and they get to go. So yeah, I think Jada's gonna be stuck with Lola in the match, and I think Kalani goes to me. And you got Eddie Thorpe, Lexi King, Axiom, and Cedric Alexander. I think Eddie Thorpe wins this for some crazy reason. I remember the Raw in the Manhattan Center and a horrible Rob Barrett Macho Man Vince on commentary. Yeah. I kind of like Vince McMahon on commentary, though. Vince didn't bother me on commentary. The Macho Man wasn't so good. Yep, they just mentioned X-Pac. Oh, I gotta go. I probably should go. Damn. I hope Eddie wins. You know what? Yeah, me too. Man, I was so excited when Raw debuted and I only see wrestling on Saturdays and mornings and Sundays. Yeah.
Tim, I don't mean this like maliciously. I hope he doesn't win. I hope it throws him over the edge. That way, this change that's coming for him, it makes it exciting.
Okay. If we go that route, I'm with you. Oh, Billy Gunn. I mean, he's too busy scissoring. I don't know. He doesn't want to put this pairs of scissors down, Tim.
Yeah.
I love Vince. Unbelievable. And what a mover, laugh out loud. Here we go. Fatal influence. Here we go. Fatal influence. Now it's chilly here in Orlando, so the coat works.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's cold. But Jasmine Nix doesn't want to. Come on, Jasmine. She could wear the coat. Come on. We got our North American champion. Nah, you can't call them originals. You can't call them pillars and the founders and originals, Booker. That's toxic attraction. No. Give the man a chance. Give the man a chance.
I mean, it's not to say that I don't want him to have a chance. I just want him to go over without going over. And I think he has a chance to do that.
Look at Fallon. She just looks at her like, you're crazy. Look at the crowd. Tatum. They're booing her. She's not well liked to receive there.
I'm glad she could finally be healed so she could be her true self, you know?
Yeah.
Funny enough, most heels in real life are nice people.
Yeah, it's funny. You're right. I've heard that story before. North American champion. You don't like them? Man. That's the new world order we're in now, man. With it's gonna be Monday Night Raws when the women's intercontinental title is gonna be the main event. Like Monday Night Raw. I'm pretty sure you didn't like Monday Night Raw. You didn't like yesterday. The women's advantage match was the last match. That was hell of a good match with Bailey coming out and helping get the advantage. Watch, there's gonna be a story here with this match for the numbers game. And Fallon Henley becoming a main event here. She's closing out the first time for her.
You said for Fallon?
For Fallon, first time being the main event, closing out the show for NXT. One girl looks like a Paige ripoff. Which one? Which one in the leather jacket?
Tatum.
Oh, Tatum Paxley. She's more like a TNA.
You haven't seen Daphne, Joel.
Daphne.
You haven't seen Daphne from TNA.
And she wasn't like that. She was different when she was with the Diamond Mine with Ivy Niles. Come on, ladies. This ain't a level up match. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be critical too. This is not a level up match. Let's go. It's your main eventing tonight on NXT. There's a lot of kids off from school because they went to, at least in Orlando, the kids are out from school. So they're watching this. Let's go. Parents, 1, 2. Oh, that was nice. That was nice by Tatum. Oh, and a bridge. Double on the hook. Suplex. Nice. Nice. Oh, damn. Commercial. Let me see. No, not yet. Not yet. The only difference between the one thing she's not going to rip off Paige, Joe, she's not going to get into a trios. She just got married. Oh, what a swinging kick. Now we're getting into a commercial break. I wish a Penta versus Io Sky's first match in the ring since Lucha Underground. A mixed tag, a mixed intergender match. Huh. I know Penta had a hell of a match with Chelsea Green. We got a commercial. So now we got X-Pac coming next week. We got Eric Bischoff from Wyoming going to Orlando. This is going to be good.
You think Kevin Nash will stop by?
Hey, you never know. Wow. Blissy pillowcases. What? Come on. Bliss eating pillowcases to put my pillow in it. I mean, come on. Rock is gonna kill you. Rock is gonna kill you. Eddie Thorpe. Rock is gonna kill you, Eddie Thorpe.
Are they killing him on Twitter right now?
They're not much, but yeah, they're talking about it.
Ooh, that's some good soup I just ate. You know when soup's so good it make you bust a sweat.
There you go. That's good. That means it's gonna hit in your soul.
Yep.
It's tantalizing.
Excuse me.
Good, because tomorrow we got Mark Henry and someone else is gonna be doing the NXT review. So that means they're gonna be talking about NXT. If it's La Greca, they wouldn't not talk. What's up, Lucas? If The Rock shows up next week, Tuesday with Bloodline, it's a wrap. Oh, Lucas, don't say that because I'm gonna have to show up. I gotta go see the great one. We gotta have lunch. He owes me one. He came to Daytona for International Speedway to red the checker flag in February. He didn't call me for lunch. Yo, imagine he shows up at the Performance Center, man, just walks out there. The place would explode. If yes, man.
You touch my
And I'm happy to be in attendance too. Oh my God. Poof.
talking about making the roof blow off the spot.
Mm-hmm. It's The Rock. The Rock in the PC.
You think they probably hitting him up on Twitter right now? Rock, look what happened. Rock, look what happened.
Oh yeah. He's in London right now. He's probably asleep.
Yeah.
He's in London doing the Moana.
Matter of fact, when he comes back, he could weave this in the storyline too. Like because he, Triple H had already planted the seed about, I don't care if you're this, that, whatever. This is the match that's going on, so forth, so on. And then he come out and be like, yeah, you think you have control over here? Can't even protect my daughter who's supposed to, this.
That's why I say he could send a Hikaleo or Lance to be a bodyguard for her. Or even the Tongan twins. Oh, two ladies too. Damn.
Oh, Carmen versus Nikita next week.
Oh God. The sword and the nunchucks. Oh damn. Fallon Henley felt that. If they're not going to hold Eddie Thorpe down, he should turn heel. I think a heel turn. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. But here's the thing, Tim. If they turn Eddie Thorpe as a heel, no more, and it's not a disrespect because we know that he loves his heritage, but no more Indian Warpath dancing. He's got to just go out there and just be a heel and just go. Until he turns babyface, he could reintroduce his Indian heritage. But if he's going to be a heel, he has to put that aside and be totally no nonsense. I'm going there and I'm going to make business. I'm sick of it. Nobody wants to hear me. You're going to hear me out now. There no more dancing, no more chops. Just go out there and be a heel. How's the Tatum Fallon match going? I'm on the West Coast. I'm watching another. It's okay. It's a good match. It's a good match. It's a pretty good match. Yeah, no more. I agree. No more DJ stuff. No more stuff for Eddie Thorpe. He has to be right there to the full course heel. Here we go. She's going to the. Oh wait, there's the distraction. Here's the distraction now by Fatal Influence. Tatum Paxley has to deal with the 3-on-1 now. Now without the referee, they're not interfering, but getting on the apron, causing that momentary distraction. Fallon Henley almost had a near fall finish there. They're going to have to wrap this up now because, remember, they go off the air hard at 10. We got 3 minutes. Oh, Tatum now.
They don't do overrun because they got.
No, they can't. Tatum going. Tatum! She hit the 450 splash. Yo, she kicked out. Nah. Oh. There's a kick counter here. What is Fallon Henley's finish? Oh, is it a kick?
No, it's that move she used on wait, you said Fallon Henley's finish?
Fallon Henley. I know what I know what Tatum's is. Oh, here it is. Oh, leg drop, brother. She did the leg drop, brother. 1, 2. That worked for me, brother. What you're gonna do when Fallon Henley runs wild on you, brother? She did the Hulk Hogan leg drop. Let's go, Fallon Hogan. Let's go.
You're not going over on me, brother.
Not tonight, brother. She hooked up after the 450 splash. You say, you. Yo,
You.
She said, I'm going to do the leg drop. Yeah. Oh, now they're beating her up. Okay, well, 2 minutes left. You got 1 minute to wrap this up. Who's going to help her? Who's going to help her? They got 3 on. Here's the 3 on. All music hits. And ladies and gentlemen, Gigi Dolan. The music for Gigi Dolan, but Gigi's not coming out. Where is Gigi? Oh, there she goes. She's coming from the other way. Just when you think behind. Here we go. Hi, Gigi. And she's going after JC Jane. A headbutt. Oh, she's after Fallon now. As Jasmine Nix went running out. But why? You had the numbers game. Why did Jasmine Nix run like a coward? They had the numbers game. Now Gigi helping out her. No, JC Jane wants a piece of her. Oh, now they're battling here. They're going to go off the air any second. Now, Gigi now. Come on, Gigi's still. Oh, Inseguri. So we got a new tag team here. The Performance Center showering her with the welcome back. This is where Wendy Chu will fit.
Oh, she lost weight. She moving. Gigi lost weight.
Yeah.
Oh, she's taking this run serious, Kev.
She has to. She can't be wrestling with that diaper butt she had before. As they go off the air.
She got a leader look to her right now that I absolutely love.
Yes, I like the leader look too. I like the leader look for Gigi Dolan here. Yes. Wow.
Kev, you did the detective work already. You was like, whose arm is that? I'm trying to, and then the tattoo. Where have I seen that tattoo, bro? It's elementary, my dear Watson.
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good. That was pure blah blah blah. The first thing that came in, my first person that came in my head, and I saw that tattoo, and I just scanned it like you know. I guess like tonight. Today I put the Superman X-ray vision on, and I used it. That's what it was. Thank you, Superman. Yeah, this NXT tonight. We're building obviously tomorrow. Next Tuesday is the go home show for NXT for the deadline. They're building now interest because now you want to watch the Fatal 4-Way match for the last chance. You're also have a battle royal. I love that all night, the chaos with the tag teams from last week into this week, fighting outside in the parking lot. Everyone got on TV. That was a purpose to everyone get on TV and all the men's tag team be shown, showcased. Great. We had title matches from the North American, both men and women. That was a really good treat there. We got to see Giulia. We saw Vicure in the background in the promo backstage. We also saw Roxanne watching the matches, scouting her opponents. Trick Williams cut a promo, talked about Ridge opening up and starting and trolling Chase U. All in all, this show was a really good show for NXT. Again, they're building something. They're building before deadline. They want you to watch the premium live event. They're telling all these different storylines. Now, what's now next? Gigi Dolan returns to help out Tatum Paxley. Lucas makes a good point here. Does that bring Mandy back? I think Mandy's not interested in wrestling Lucas, but they're going to need a third lady. You're kind of seeing like a Toxic Attraction, a newer version of a Toxic Attraction with Fatal Influence. Only difference is Mandy, is she really going to come back like that dark, spooky character with Gigi and Tatum Paxley? I don't know. Are you going to make Tatum Paxley change who she is now just because you're going to bring Mandy back, Lucas? So you got to be careful when you do that. I'm going to throw a name out there that you might think that, who fits this group, all three group, and then they could go and just to see if she returns back from health, Shotzi. Shotzi fits that group perfect with Tatum and Gigi Dolan. She will fit them perfect.
Not only that, it's not to say it definitely puts her right back into the rotation, but more specifically, because the memory isn't there for a lot of people, she injured herself in an NXT match. She was supposed to be doing an NXT run to help her acclimate herself and potentially get herself right back into, the swing of things on the main roster. So I wouldn't be surprised at having Shotzi back, because there was a name that I'm remembering. I'm like, all right, I know Eric and Sammy came back from doing a stem cell research along the same time Ray went out, got back his. If Nikita's back and Charlotte's already moving around and hinting at when she might come back, I feel like there was someone that I kept remembering. I kept misremembering. I feel like there was someone else that was injured that I feel is pivotal to helping, the women's roster move along. And that's Shotzi. Like, I would never be mad at Shotzi getting a Women's United States Championship run. I wouldn't be mad at that. We could see Shotzi in a different light, and potentially that is more storylines.
Chef, even if she comes back to NXT and becomes part of this group in the North American title run, even if she doesn't become the champion, but just to get her ring rust, get her sharp, get her going, testing her knee, her ability. Then, if you want to bring her up after WrestleMania, have a short stint in NXT, that's fine. And I hate to say point or reference a wrestler like a Corbin. Corbin did his great work back in NXT. Look, whatever happened in the main roster, whatever he was going, that's something different. But he was really very entertaining in NXT. Ridge Holland coming back, having a great run here currently right now. Shotzi, I think, could benefit. Will get her going, check her knee, check how she's working, and also will help these young ladies and Gigi, especially Gigi. I think this is last chance for Gigi Dolan, in my opinion. She got to sink or swim here for Gigi. You repackage her twice. You have to definitely gotta make it work. Shotzi, Randy. I think Shotzi fits more with the makeup and the gimmick than Mandy. I don't know if Mandy wants to come back as that that type of character. Because that kind of like Wendy Chu, but Wendy Chu, you kind of have her going against Tatum. You could have done that earlier if they were going to bring Gigi, then that would have made sense. But now they're against odds, so you it would kind of be wonky. So Shotzi's the one that fits, in my opinion. I hope so. Hope that go that way. But I'm thinking of some way because of this history. Yes, it would. Randy makes sense because she was the main toxic attraction. she was the women's world champion, and Gigi and JC were part of that. Now they're on opposite ends, where Gigi wants to go up against a 2.0 toxic attraction with Fatal Influence with Fallon, Jasmine, and JC. She's the common denominator, and now Gigi's coming back to fight. It kind of would be perfect for Mandy, yes, but I don't think Mandy's interested in returning to wrestling. I don't know that. It doesn't seem that. And the perfect storyline is Mandy Rose, guys. You guys are right, but the characters that currently in the storyline in Tatum Paxley. And now Gigi, who likes to be dark, she loves Halloween. She likes all that spooky stuff and kind of fits into Tatum's dollhouse. That's why a Shotzi who likes Halloween, who likes that crazy stuff, fits Brandon and Mandy. But I wish in a perfect super world, it should be Mandy Rose perfect, but I don't think it's going to happen. I mean, in fantasy is Mandy, but in reality, it's going to be Shotzi. That's the way I think. Stephanie Vacure or Rosemary. Now, Stephanie's is a good one because Stephanie does fit that because she is the Delta. You're right, Delta. And both Chef. You could make an argument for Stephanie Vacure. A little weird, even though she doesn't because the horns and stuff. But Delta does fit more. You're right. You're right on that one. You could kind of blur the lines a little with Stephanie Vacure, but I don't think Stephanie's on that route. And I don't know if Delta wants to go on that route because you're kind of moving her away. So you never know. You never say never in pro wrestling. Absolutely, Lucas. You're absolutely correct on that. You never say never one bit at all. You never. That's why I always have that open mind and say, no, it ain't gonna work. No. It never say never. If the company wants to shoehorn it or show us that, they'll find a way when we don't even think about storyline wise, even if we don't like the storyline wise, they'll tell the story of why they put these two together. And then sometimes they just do what Vince used to say, because. The word because. It's like, okay, because. So never say never. And all in all, this was a great NXT because they got us invested for next week. We want to see.
I'm invested. I'm all the way invested for what's going to happen to Eddie Thorpe because him and Shawn, that was a very tense moment there. I'm very invested to see what happens, how Eric Bischoff is going to churn Ridge and Trick against each other even more. Because then again, that's Eric Bischoff is an instigator, and he's the original crack weasel.
Yeah.
I'm excited about the two last chance fatal four ways to find out the last member of the Iron Survivors, and I'm all the way excited about how this tag team, this fatal four way tag team is going to shake down, because in that like there is someone that's going to be happy, but 3 people are going to be highly upset, and I don't think it was just 4 tag teams as well.
Yes. And I want to know what X-Pac is coming to NXT for. We know Bischoff. He said it. But X-Pac, Shawn Wiseman, just decided to come for what? There's nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying for what in a negative way. I'm asking the question for why is he there? What's his motive? What's his purpose? Is he going to hang out with Shawn Michaels? There's always a motive. Or is there a young wrestler that's going to get in his face? Or is he going to mentor? A wrestler that needs a little bit of a push, like a King, Alexi King, or an Eddie Thorpe, you never know. Kelani will look heelish at the end of the match versus Giulia. She's gonna have to channel herself in another aspect. Take her talent, her anger, or her level to another. She needs to go to another level if she wants to go to a higher mountain. And I think she might have to bend a little rules to get there for Kelani. Do Shawn Michaels have someone to take Ava's spots? We shall see. I don't think Ava's that injured, Randy, where she's hurt. I think they're gonna put a bodyguard. I could see Shawn Michaels with the bodyguard because it's dangerous, all that stuff. That was something Diesel. Too bad. This is what, Chef? This would have been a great opportunity if it was last year. This would show up. and she was out there as a free agent, this would have been a great, and they would have done it right. They would have done it correct for Camille. Should have been the bodyguard for. But again, that's just hypothetical. But but reality, I don't know. They have a female wrestler who's like taller than Ava. Ava's tall. Ava's tall. It'd be Oh, Omas. There you go. There you go. Omas. Omas will be a hell of a bodyguard for Ava. Yeah. Omas will be a hell of a bodyguard for Ava. And he could get some reps in NXT. Back again and get back in on there. That's another one. That's a good one. That's a really good one for Omas. Because we're thinking about bloodline family members, like a Hikuleo or a Hikuleo 6'7", by the way. Of course Lance, I don't know, but I don't think he's just got into the system to put him on TV immediately. But do the bloodline jump Eddie next week? Only time will tell. See, all of this here, I love it because we're asking questions. We're asking questions and we're debating and we're speculating, and there's so many different avenues, and that's what all three brands of the WWE is doing right now. We're talking about what's happening in Bloodline, and Bloodline is kind of sleeping or seeping into NXT right now because of Ava. How great this is! Even if no one comes from the Bloodline, but you can always send a Paul Heyman. You can always send a Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman had no qualities, no, and we've seen him on NXT before, and we've seen him talking to Ava before. You could have him, and there's so many great possibilities there. Shawn knew something. That's why he grabbed. Yeah, that's why he grabbed Eddie Thorpe like that. Yeah, he doesn't want Shawn. Shawn doesn't want the bloodline smoke in NXT. He's controlling NXT. He don't need the bloodline to come down and harass and cause issues. You're right, Randy. That could be why he reacted the way he reacted. This will get hurt. This will hurt Shawn NXT. Yes, he's afraid of that. If something happens, the floodgates could open in NXT, and they're an open season. Not bad. And you know what sucks, Chef? You know what sucks? They should have done this early, because now you could have sent a representative for NXT into the War Games. But again, that's just too late. But it is what it is. Man, if Ava calls, you know who? Exactly. Man. So let's give our final thoughts before we say good night here. By the way, you guys did phenomenal. You made us still at time we were number one on X for a short time. And then of course we're back down to number 2, but we had a time that we were beating the top at the NXT watch alongs, and now we're 2, but we were 1 for a while. So thank you guys. I appreciate everyone that watched along with us. Thank you so much. Of course, we want to thank awesome job there, guys. We're gonna that's why we ask you to please subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe, hit the notification bell. We love to have these wrestling conversations on our chat. And it gets us engaged. We also want to do, coming soon, we're going to do our year review. Of course, we're going to review and give our thoughts on which is the best of the year, the heel of the year, all that stuff. And we want to be able to get that coming soon. And we want to do some, even when there's not a watch along, just talk about wrestling. Like we had a conversation about the 90s wrestlers, 80s, top, old, from the golden era. Then we could talk some ruthless aggression. We could talk some, like you said, in your house tag teams and stuff like that. But again, it always goes well when we have a live audience to have the back and forth conversation. That's why we ask you guys to be part of the chat, and participation is big key, so we really appreciate you guys being here in the chat and having this conversation. Yes. So I love what's going on here. I want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. Chef, you want to say your final thoughts before we run the outro?
No, like I said, NXT did its job tonight, making sure that we tune in for next week. It's a lot to be excited about. Can't wait.
And of course, I want to thank everyone. I want to wish you guys a happy Thanksgiving. We're thankful for all the follows, for all the subscribers. We appreciate you guys motivate us. You give us the motivation, the inspiration, and of course with all the likes. And thank you for helping us grow the Heel of the Ring podcast here on the Sports Jedi Network. We got Terrence, we got Canary, we have Chris, don't forget to our friends as well. That like, are you seeing this wrestling with Jazz Marie, our good friend there, Marie Shadows, Big Mike, the run-in with Big Mike, of course, and Hamlin, and many more. Of course, pretty soon we're gonna have 2 more ladies that are gonna be starting their podcast. We're hopefully, we're gonna give them a help and hopefully part of the Sports Jedi Network as well. So we cannot wait to continue to grow this, and we want you guys to help us be part of the journey. So, guys, we'll see you Friday. Friday's a double feature, by the way. We're gonna do TNA pay-per-view, and of course SmackDown. So we're gonna be doing two for one showing. We're gonna be watching along both. I did that last time. I'm gonna be invested in it. So Turning Point and SmackDown. So we'll talk to you soon. Peace out. Have a good night. Talk to you later.